we're getting lots of great fan comments.
Yeah.
And that's, I know I'm reading them. I'm hoping all the executives at YouTube are reading them.
Yeah.
Can you talk about jumping back into your Jumper universe and what that's meant to you?
Yeah, because, you know, Jumper, it's the one film of mine that I felt like I didn't get exactly right. Actually, there's two films. Fair Game, I also, because with Sean Penn, I made some changes in exchange for him promoting the movie, and then he didn't promote it. So I've actually gone back and put that back to how I originally had it, and Lionsgate's going to re-release that. So I really don't like to leave anything unfinished or not in the best possible state. And I felt like Jumper just didn't quite get it right, and I had this amazing opportunity with YouTube to go back in and do the sequel novel and get it right, which is great conceptually, but then when you're actually given the opportunity to do it, it's terrifying for a moment because you're like, what if I mess it up again, right? Because it's still me. Like maybe I was the link. And then we started casting for it, and Maddie came in and was not at all who I had envisioned the heroine being in the show.
That's my favorite thing that he says in interviews.
Well, and we finished the auditions, and Gene Klein and Dave Bartis are over there, my producing partners, and I were talking, and we're like, oh my God, you just could tell somebody just came in who's just lit up the room, and you're like, she's going to capture people's hearts around the world. And I was like, but she's the wrong person for this character. And Dave and Gene are like, but she's a huge star. How do we not cast her? And I'm like, because if we cast her, we'd have to totally rewrite the show because it doesn't make any sense. She wouldn't. If we cast her, I'd want the character to be this, this, and this. And as I'm saying that out loud, Dave and Gene are looking at me going, well, isn't that better? And I was like, actually, yeah, it would be better. So we actually totally reconceived the whole show around Maddie. And that's the moment where suddenly it was like, oh, actually, now I am going to get Jumper right. Because that's what had to happen.
Now, Maddie, did you know this story beforehand? Or
No.
did that add pressure to you?
The first time I heard this story was like when we did like the first round of press months and months ago. And I was like, if I had known any of that, I was already having a panic attack for like, I don't know, a month waiting to hear if I got the part. When I heard I got the part, I sobbed.
Oh, really?
I sobbed so much. I was so happy. I wanted it so bad.
I mean, for me, it changed. I had that momentary panic of like, am I going to get it right? And then it clicked. Like, and it clicked, you know, and that was way before we started shooting when we cast Maddie. So suddenly I was like on really solid footing and kind of have felt on solid, you know, each person that joined the cast, when Lauren LaFranc came in as showrunner, like everybody who joined the team just sort of, we all were rowing in the same direction, and it's terrifying sort of how smoothly things went from that moment, and it all happened in that audition.
Fun question for you, Maddie. Just answer this question. If you can teleport to anywhere in the world, where would you go?
That is such a fun question. I don't know. South Africa.
Because the flight is so long.
Because the flight is really long. My husband's family lives in South Africa, and I really like his family. I'm going to send this interview to his parents and be like, love you guys. Brownie points.
So what was it then that you were so passionate about that you wanted to be involved?
From the very beginning, I really loved Henry. There's this physicality to Henry that is different from the way that I like stand and walk in my life. She's this very like wide stance, and she walks like very heavy in the foot, and it's a little bit hunched over, and it's introverted but very, very strong, which is I think something that's very individual to her, and I loved that. I loved getting into that sort of physicality. And I just loved Henry. I loved Henry from the very beginning, and I wanted so badly to be able to play her because I loved her, which is why I cried so hard.
But I'm saying she brought, like, her conception of Henry was different than what I had been thinking Henry was.
Oh my God, Henry used to be a skateboarder. Do you know I took lessons? And he was like, the guy that taught me was like, he was like, I mean, good luck, but no.
And we gave you a bicycle.
Yeah.
There's a lot that happens in this last episode. Which way did Mom
I haven't gotten that question yet. What thing that happens in the last episode will have the biggest impact? I think things with Cleo are left really up in the air. We don't know what happens with Cleo. Also, her connection to her dad, and we really see the world expanding in the last episode. So I think it leaves us with a lot of places to go. Obviously, I don't write or produce the show, but I'm excited to be a part of it if we get a season 2.
It's actually setting up something, an idea I had that I was so excited about and wanted to do in the first season, and which I really hope we get a second season, because we sort of said we need to hold this for season 2, because we didn't want to expand the world too quickly, because we wanted this to stay really character driven. We built this town of Reston. We didn't want to just like teleport away.